Okay, we're talking about buying a home, and one of the most important processes in buying a home is investigating who lives around you, not by just talking to the neighbors, but also what land is around you. I'll give you a quick example. There was a a homeowners riot, I would say, okay, in a neighborhood that was built on a county line. You got the attractive part of shopping in one city that was the taxes were much higher. And then you got to buy this huge house right across the line. I mean, the street was the divider that this particular neighborhood was on, and the houses were huge and the taxes were very low. Well, what happened was there was a big piece of land that was slated to be sold commercial that sat vacant for a long time. And when these neighborhood people started the riot was when Lowe's came in and built the Lowe's that towered over the neighborhood, and they turned on all their security lights at night. And so this neighborhood had like almost a UFO approach over it, you know, just this huge glow every night, which you can imagine deterred from the property value. These people who had bought these big homes on investment because the taxes were lower and they were able to pay a lower monthly fee and pay lower taxes were now in shock. And this kind of stuff happens when you don't investigate the land that is around you. Okay, obviously the people who backed right up to Lowe's were really taking a bath on their home, but the other people too, because the lights around that neighborhood, the whole neighborhood got the lights, right? So everything that those people had thought that they were buying didn't end up happening. This happens too when you have farmland around you. It might be a family farm. And then all of a sudden a developer comes in and builds townhouses right into your backyard of your $800,000 house. You know, all of those things are things that you need to look for and forecast for the future. So if there's land that's not built on around you, go find the owner of that land, either by going to the county, talking to the neighbors. You know, I had sold a house that backed up to farmland, and we drove down and talked to the people who lived there. It's a little scary because, you know, we were driving down a long road, didn't know what we would find at this place, and they said, absolutely not, we're never going to sell this land, blah, blah, blah. And I turned to my clients and I said, well, right now you have the peace and privacy of it appears that you have a whole bunch of land. It's not yours, but you get to enjoy it. But in the future, these people will sell because developers will want this piece of land. This is a scarcity of a situation over here, and they just haven't been approached with the right number yet. So I just want you to know that this will be built, and you'll have to have some kind of concession in place, either through the neighborhood itself, where you guys are building taller fences around the border of the neighborhood, or you'll have to be able to do that yourself. So please keep that in mind as we purchase this huge home. So you want to go to the county, you want to go to the neighbors, and you want to make sure that you know what you're getting. You can't just look at your immediate place. You've got to check the plot and the land around you. Thank you for listening. I'm Rhonda Duffy, best-selling author of Avoiding Buyer Remorse. You can find more tips on buying a house at tipsandformsforbuyers.com.